Hey friends, it's Kelly. Thanks for joining me. I am back with a new layout for Hip Kit Club, and this is my first layout using the January 2017 kits. I'm starting my layout with a white cardstock base, and that is American Crafts white textured cardstock. That is from the cardstock kit. And I am going to use the Heidi Swap pink texture paste that is in the color kit. I'm going to mix that together with white acrylic paint and some water, and then I'm just going to use my paintbrush to paint all over the background of this cardstock. I wanted it to be really textured and to have rough edges, so you're going to see that when I start to apply the paint that I'm putting it on pretty thick in some areas and making sure that the brush strokes are evident on the paper. So I had played around off camera to get a general idea of what products I was wanting to use for my layout. So I just mixed together that texture paste and the white acrylic paint until I got a pretty close match to that Project Life card that's on the left side of the screen. I am going to use that on the layout. And I wanted the pinks to match fairly close so that way it coordinated together well. I had mixed up a little bit more paint than what I needed, but I'm not one to waste product, so I just keep applying until I run out of paint, just making the paint a little bit thicker in areas to add a little bit more texture. I like how some of the pink from the texture paste is showing through also, so there's some areas of a brighter pink and some areas of lighter pink, and I just really like how all of that looks. Okay, so by this point the paint is dry, and I am showing you that I added some stitching around the edge of that cardstock. Here I am showing you the photos that I'm going to be using for my layout, and this layout is based off of sketch number 10 in our Hip Kit Club Facebook forum sketch series that we have going on. And this sketch is actually part of the challenge that we have happening this week. If you enter a layout based off of this week's sketch, you have the chance to win a $10 gift card to the Hip Kit Club website, and you do not have to use Hip Kit Club products to enter into the challenge. So you'll want to head over and check it out. I will make sure to link to the Facebook forum in the description below. All right, so I'm starting to piece together my layout. I showed you one of the exclusive pattern papers that I fussy cut the florals from. And then I'm going to add in a few of these printed cork shapes. Those are from One Canoe 2, and those are available in the Project Life kit. I also brought in a die cut arrow that is exclusive to Hip Kit Club, and that is included in the embellishment kit. I did add a couple of the exclusive Project Life cards below the large photo, and I also added in one of the ephemera pieces from the Moonstruck collection, and that ephemera pack is included in the main kit. The Project Life cards are obviously included in the Project Life kit. I also added the Remember This stickers. That is from One Canoe 2 also, and that is included, I believe that is in the Project Life kit. Okay, so now I'm going to start working on adhering things down. I use mainly liquid adhesive to adhere everything down. I do add some 3D foam dots in a couple areas just to help raise those flowers up from the page, just to add a little bit of dimension. Now I'm going to bring in a dot stencil and some white texture paste and just add a few dots on the bottom portion of the layout and then above the Remember the stickers, just for a little added texture. Okay, so while I'm getting that texture paste applied to the layout, I'll give you a little bit of background on the photos that I am using today. These photos were taken in the spring of 2012, and it is my niece and my son in the photos. And they are driving a Jeep that my parents had purchased for them. And this is one of the first few times that they had gotten to test it out. And their facial expressions are hilarious in these photos. I cannot get over how adorable they look. They would have been 4 years old and 3 years old at this time. And they are just overjoyed. And I can't believe that I waited this long to scrapbook these pictures because they are just so sweet. And I just love, love, love their facial expressions. Each time I see these pictures, it just makes me almost laugh out loud because you can just tell that they were having such a great time. Okay, so let me get back to what's actually happening in the video. I am going to add the word Jeep using white puffy stickers from Studio Calico, and those are available in the Project Life kit. I'm going to go ahead and adhere down this cork sticker, so my title is going to be Jeep Love. Once I have that adhered down, I think the layout is pretty much finished. It still felt like it needed a little something extra, so I do add a couple things off camera, which you will see in the still shots. But first I'm going to bring in this week's sketch so you can take a look at it, and then I will bring in the still shots of the layout and kind of explain the things that I added. I did cut out a butterfly from one of the Hip Kit Club exclusive die cuts. I did also add a puffy sticker from the Moonstruck collection in the group of arrows that I have, which you can see right here. And I added my journaling. I just typed it on my typewriter and then cut it into strips, and it just talks about them riding the Jeep at their grandparents' house. I did add a strip of the exclusive washi to that ephemera piece that's right next to the photo. And I also added in a couple clusters of black enamel dots, and those enamel dots are from last month's kit. And that pretty much wraps it up. I will be back again with another layout and another process video very, very soon. As always, thank you so much for watching.